Okay, I'm back. Gary here, Restore Solutions. Here today to talk to you about our air mover range. Well, we've got some exciting news. We have some new air movers with our logo, our design. Now let's run through them with you. So, a little bit about air movers. These are the things that I look for in an air mover. These are running in your home, in the clients' homes or businesses, 24/7. And they're spinning and running at high speed all the time. I want to make sure they're safe. We, as suppliers, want to sell you equipment that we know is safe. We've done a lot of research over the last 4 to 6 years about safety of equipment. Now, equipment really needs to be RCM compliant. Now, I don't know if we can get a little bit of a close-up here, but if we get a little bit of a close-up, we're looking for this little triangle with a tick in it. Okay? That's our RCM compliancy. So people will always say, well, they're CE approved. Okay? That doesn't mean much over here. In Australia, might mean something in Europe, doesn't mean in Australia. Well, they're SAA approved. Well, SAA is one component of it, but it's really not handling the EMC. So they have a safety report and an EMC report. And then you have to be a responsible supplier, you have to be registered on the EESS database as a responsible supplier. Once you're registered as a responsible supplier, then obviously your fans are now okay to be sold. So it's illegal to sell equipment, especially especially air movers in this country that are not RCM compliant. So we have RCM compliant fans. That's the technical stuff out of the way. So let's run through these fans, and we'll start up here with our Axial Fan. So Axial Fan. Now, when I first started, the first pioneer of the industry, going back in, I think it was 2004, was Chuck DeWalt. And Chuck DeWalt helped design an Axial Fan to start drawing structures. Where he found a fan like this is what we all started with. We all started with a fan like this, a centrifugal fan, where we used to put it under the carpet, we put the carpet clamp on it and tent up the carpet. But what we'll find is, he does special testing with an airflow meter, right? What he did was, when he had his factory, we went there, and he stuck one of these air movers down the wall. This was in 2010. Stuck this air mover down the wall, and around the corner, about this high up on the wall, was this little thumbtack with a pink streamer, little pink ribbon. And I watched this fan go down there around the corner, and nothing. The fan, it wasn't moving. Then he stuck an Axial Fan there, and down the wall around the corner, and next minute, guess what? It started moving. Why is it moving? So let's talk about air direction. This particular fan spins like this. And when it spins on the job, most of the air doesn't go above your belt because it's spinning low along the wall. Around the corner, it's doing that low area. Okay? So, and they're lower amperage. So what I had in my business is when I went from this to this, I had lower amps. I could put more equipment in, but I didn't need to. These were doing much larger scale of linear meter of wall. So these ones will do 6 to 8 linear meters of wall. Where an air mover like this in structural drying will do 3 to 4 linear meter of wall. Reason why these are still good, great to run your mats or boosts, or if you want to be running that sort of equipment. Or certainly if you wanted to tent carpet, or if you wanted to have a small area like that, or you wanted to put some pressure system off it, a ducting system or an injection system off it. So they do work quite well. So these are low amperage. These are between, the 1.4 to 2 amps depending if it's on high or low. And these are between 2 and 2.4 amps depending from low to high. So, a well-built fan, again, but they're approved. Got a little flat fan here, little radial fan. Again, low amperage. This is a 1.4 amps so it spins the air this way. So it spins the air in a way where it keeps it low. It doesn't have the static pressure of the air mover next to it, but it certainly spins the air in a way that it keeps it low. Where this one here, what you'll find is, if I put this on the wall and I go about 4 meters, that air mover is now dead. Because at 4 meters, the air's up here. I don't want the air up here, I want the air down here. So what it does, it tunnels, it circulates and goes up. So that's the problem with this when you start to dry a class 2 water damage drying job, a low level water damage drying job in a property where it's pushing the air up too high. Where this will keep it low, and this one will keep it low, stackable, robust in your vehicle. So it's great for those jobs. And it's got some high power too. We've had it running on the Drymatic Boost, and it's certainly got some high power to push up some mats as well. It's got dual speed, which I really like about it. Then we've got a ventilator. So this ventilator can do positive, negative. So it does push and pull. So it can push air, and then it can suck as well. So if you want to suck air from an environment and put ducting off it and duct it out somewhere else, or if you want to use it as on a commercial for high airflow, they're fantastic for that. So they're our range. Now what we do at Restore Solutions is, you know, we like to look after people that look after and buy in bulk. So check out our website for the bulk deals on our website rather than a single buy. We do a pallet buy, bulk price. So again, make sure wherever you're buying your fans now, the question you should be asking the responsible supplier of that equipment is it RCM compliant? Does it have the RCM compliancy sticker? Can you send me a copy of the documentation? We like to display them from our equipment on our website so you can see that we've done, you know, I could have been starting to sell air movers or a lot of other equipment months and months and months and years ago. But you know what? For me, I want to supply safe equipment to you. How heavy each piece of equipment is, I'm pretty sure all the weights are on our website, but I don't know it off by hand, but certainly these are very light, very light. You know, this is a you know, one finger job, really. You can carry at least, you know, easily, or you can stack them, or great thing about it, you can put them on a trolley and you wheel 8 in at a time. These are great stackable. We have a fan stand for these as well. The fan stand goes in and they interlock together to lock in. With the fan stand you put on there and you can actually blow the air up or down. So they're not very heavy at all. They're really very light rotor-molded fans. But we'll have all the specs on our website for the weights. Because they just landed in the country 2 days ago. A couple of them. We've been selling this one for a while and this one for a while, but now these are our 2 new ones. Okay, so obviously, you know, we've got a warranty of 12 months with all of our machines. You know, they're air movers. You know, we find guys, they have nice jobs in their vans, and I see vans, yep, it's in. So I see that sort of thing as well. So at the end of the day, if you look after fans and you put them in your vehicles, they're going to last the length of time. You know, I had fans in my business that were 20 years old and they still, you know, you've got to clean them out. A lot of the guys don't clean them out. You take the grills off. You put an air compressor in there. You clean all the fluff out and all the gunk out. You know, you can take the front grill off and wipe it out. You know, at the end of the day, look after the gear. You know, there's a lot of axial fans out there. What's the difference? A lot of them are similar. We like to say that we're very price competitive. Step 1. Step 2, we've got a great backup service. We're on the job. A lot of people that have this equipment never do the work. I've done the work. I've been in this industry 25 plus years now. So at the end of the day, we have a drying school. We train for the Australian Cleaning and Restoration Academy, so we do education as well. So we know how much equipment you need on job. We know all of the formulas. We've done the hard work. Mate, I've carried these things till 24 hours, 3 o'clock in the morning, setting up jobs till my arms nearly fall off. So we've done the work. That's the difference, that we feel that we are different to other suppliers. As well as that, is we will not sell equipment until it's RCM compliant. We can stack the axials, you know, I used to be able to stack them at least 4 high in our vans. So these do stack and lock in place. So you could stack them 4 or 5 high, 6 high. If you wanted to be putting them on if you wanted to stack them on a trolley and wheel them in. So they stack quite well. They lock into place. Yeah, these do lock them together, right? They lock them together. Because here's the locking point here, and it locks the next one together. The question was, can you remove the front grille? Well, this one is pot riveted. You'd have to re-pot rivet it. So it might be something you'd want to do once every 12 months to clean it out, or once every 6 to 12 months. Depends on how much you use. But you can go in from the side with screw access, and to give it a good dust out and blow out. But the front access here, it's pot riveted. These ones here are screwed. This one here is screwed. And this one here is screwed as well. So only one that's got a pot rivet, which is the air mover. We want to be a one-stop shop. So if it's whether it's dehumidifiers or drying equipment or any sort of equipment, we don't want to have any lacking. We've researched the best of the best, and we will not sell until we have the best. Thanks very much for watching, guys, and I hope that's been informative for you.